Melodic Magazine.
And we are...
No, wait. We are the free label with Melodic Magazine.
We're drinking, we're smoking, and we don't give a fuck. We elated, sedated, crossfaded.
Ready, let's go.
Yep. Okay, so I want to go back to the beginning for all of you. So how did you each get into music, and what first made you excited about music?
Oh, for each of us?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a deep question. Okay. Do we all have to talk into the mic?
I mean,
Yeah.
Are we all?
take the talking stick.
Are we
take the talking stick.
Do you want it about more about the band or about each individual person?
Oh, just like as a child, like what's like your first musical?
Oh my
What got you
goodness.
into
Well, I was really into rock and roll at the beginning. I liked like Led Zeppelin and all that kind of stuff. That's kind of got me into music, and then I started studying in jazz, and that's when I like in at York University, and that's when I met these guys. Yeah, that's my little snippet there.
Cool. I loved Rock Band, and I
Rock
thought,
Band.
yeah, and I was like, what's more fun than playing bass on Rock Band than would be actually playing bass? So I took up the drums at first.
Nothing's fun about playing bass. Man.
Well, I took the drums up at first,
Exactly.
but they were too much fun, and my parents hated them, so I had to switch.
that makes sense.
And I was like, bass, I do well on bass on Rock Band, so I picked up bass.
So it's like a video game forever.
Yeah, it's basically more fun or less fun video game, depending on who you are. Cole, now it's your turn.
Yeah, man, it's weird because like neither of my parents are musicians like at all, but for some reason they just insisted that I take music lessons for like my whole life. So I did all this piano stuff for like years, mostly
man.
classical, and then I was like,
I'm learning this too. This is new to me.
yeah, I was like, I don't really know if this whole classical thing is for me, you know? Started getting into jazz in high school, and then I started getting into punk music in high school, and like everything that's not that. So,
And now
the real reason I'm a musician is I thought I was going to be a scientist. You know what I mean? My whole life I thought I was going to be a scientist, and then I failed grade 11 math. I was like, oh, those things don't really go together. I guess I got to go to school for music.
You suck.
And now we're here.
The first punk jazz rock
Scientist. I'm about it.
Yeah, like it was weird. My mom played double bass in high school for like a half a semester,
You're
and then
lying.
I swear, you guys can ask her.
Did you start a rock band too? Or is it
No, she tried, but she's like, she can't.
Sing in the rock band.
But right,
Yeah.
but I started with drums first for a little bit because I saw my uncle playing in church. I'm like, yo, that's pretty cool. And then afterwards, I'm like, no, but I really want to learn guitar. I want something portable. And then like all throughout high school, I was in jazz bands and concert bands up until grade 12. And then when it came to the decision at York, it was either drums or guitar, and I had to pick guitar just because like it was just portable, right? Even though drums was still in action, like it was just I don't just play something beautiful.
Nobody's trying to like carry around.
That's what I mean.
drums
Yeah.
everywhere.
No, not even our drummer. Like carry his drum kit.
Salt. But
why
like,
it's-
you know,
it's
like,
a lot of things, man.
It is
It's
a lot of things. And then like what's the cymbals? Yeah.
Symbols.
Simples?
Your turn's done, Malik, right?
Alright, so basically I started playing drums when I was 4, and then I went to an art school and was not a music major, was a drama major, did music theater.
Makes sense because you extra as fuck.
Exactly. You know, it's a compliment from Cole. So,
I'll leave the room, guys. Over there.
I didn't know this was like a lover spat or something.
Me and Dan spend a lot of time together.
Next time I'll be young and the rest.
Oh my goodness.
but yeah, then went to Centennial for music. Good school. Then went
This is
to
bear salt.
Humber.
Yeah.
Went to Humber for music.
Good school.
Good school.
Good school.
Yeah.
Good school. Then met these guys. Good band.
So you mentioned you met through York. Like what? How did that come together?
All right, so
Dan, you gonna start this? You're gonna do this?
they went to York.
Let's see Dan's
Okay.
perspective.
He went to York as well, but then he moved to U of T. I went to Centennial.
Nowhere.
Then I went to Humber, and then I met Malik
Yeah.
from York.
Yeah, which was weird. Like we were all in the vicinity.
Yeah.
Of York, but,
It was very strange.
Yeah, I guess musicians just run into each other.
Exactly.
Yeah, one of
Yeah.
those sort of
Like
things.
I lived with Cole and Rez, but like I also I lived with Cole and Rez, but like I also knew Dan from like the residence right across the street, and then like I always saw Matt play, and I was terrified because he was amazing.
Yeah.
And
that's
Josh,
nice.
but like I think Josh graduated when I was in first year, so yeah, and then it was random. Like my barber
Thanks for
was
making me
like,
old, bro. Thank you.
My barber, like we actually had the same barber at one point. He's like, "Yo, man, I know this guy that's looking for a
Yo.
drummer."
Wait,
I'm like,
like,
"Yo, no way."
There's no way you couldn't have met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it
So
was just
for
fascinating.
songwriting, how's that collaboration go? Do you have a sort of thing that you go to, like who does
We used to be
lyrics?
bad.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
actually the worst band at writing ever.
That's what they tell you. They're like, like two people in like
A
writing
room.
together. That's good.
That's perfect.
Three
That's all you
people,
need.
you're like,
Yeah.
oh,
You're like,
okay,
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
5
stop,
people?
and then
5 people. Everybody's
No.
like,
No.
don't.
Don't do it.
Don't
But you
do
know
it.
But
what?
you know what? We've actually this year, I feel
What about
yeah,
that?
we spent a lot of time
Yelling
on a
at each other.
Yeah, yelling at each other. Well, on a cruise ship
Yes.
as well. So we went on a cruise ship and we wanted to practice and learn a lot, and then we started writing like crazy. So that was weird because you're stuck in a room together with like all 5 of us, and we're just like
in
forced.
the water.
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
water.
and you can't leave.
Right
Like you
in
can you
the
can go
water.
get mad and walk around for a bit, but you gotta come back. So
Yeah.
I mean, figure it out. But yeah, we basically learned a lot of that this year and this past year, and just writing together. And now I feel like we've gotten used to kind of like even splitting up into little groups and then getting together, and then he adds his part, and then
But
yeah.
I feel like it's more like we still yell at each other, but our feelings don't get hurt.
yeah, now our feelings don't get
Yeah.
hurt. We yell at each other probably more, but
It's more productive.
This is
it's
all
more
positive yelling, by the
productive.
way.
It's
So-
positive
yeah.
yelling. Yes.
It's all from being trapped with each other and
Yeah.
not jumping off that cruise because they told us they wouldn't come
They
after
wouldn't-
us.
yeah.
Everybody else, but you guys.
Yeah, you're the band. No, you're
Yeah.
not. We don't care. Yeah.
So you were performing on the cruise ship?
Yes.
Yes.
Hmm.
4
What?
times a day.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
4 times a day
every
for
day.
4 months.
Yeah. So
Every single
what did
day.
you learn from that experience?
Everything that can go wrong will go wrong,
Okay.
and you can learn from that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like the best. Like I feel like now, if everything goes wrong in a show, I'm good. I could be on stage and be like, you know what? What did we have? What was the worst one? There was one point where it was like the
wait.
lights turned off,
Yeah.
That
my
was a good
mic
one.
turned off.
That was
Oh my gosh.
There's like no drums.
Yeah,
there's
the drums,
and there's
yeah.
an electric drum kit, so it was
No
even better.
real drums.
No real drums
Ever.
So it was like literally like only the grand piano,
Yeah.
which was like half working, and
Yeah,
like
the
people
whole-
screaming, and they're like,
Yeah. And then
Music,
I
and we're
have
like-
monitor
we're like-
going out of the next.
So
Wait.
everyone at that show thinks you're an a cappella band.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I think he just started clapping.
Yeah, well,
And then we
yeah.
just made it like a thing, and then
Oh,
everybody's
that's so
like,
sweet.
"You guys are awesome." We're like, "We're not even doing anything," and it's like,
I think my
So
favorite ones when the drums like were gone for like a week,
And we didn't
and then
even-
they were like, okay, well here's a cajon, and we're like, but we need like it to be mic'd somehow, and they were like, cool. So they took a vocal mic and they just threw it
Shoved
inside the cajon,
yeah.
and they were like, all right,
And
bye.
then, and then they said, "Throw a party."
Yeah.
And we were like, with a cajon.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're on the pool deck. We're not trying to do kumbaya.
They can't even
Yeah.
They could not even see us.
They couldn't see us. That's the best
There
part.
was a point
So-
where I just got up and walked away.
Yeah.
and we were, and they were still like, "Hey, that band's
If-
doing it."
I can still hear the cajon somehow.
If you can
What's the
do it
drummer
without
doing down
drums
here?
and
Yeah.
without keys, then I guess you can do it anywhere.
Yeah, you can, and no
Uh-huh.
lights and no mic. It's you
Oh,
you
yeah.
figure it out.
Sometimes we didn't even have a stage.
Yes, I
Wow, what a cruise.
Yeah.
But then you come back and then you play like some crazy shows. Like we played Mariposa. Like right when we got
Yeah.
back,
Yes.
we played Soul in the City.
The day we came back, we
The
played.
day we
basically
flew back after like a 9-hour flight
Yeah.
from Italy. We
right
landed,
to Soul in the
went
City.
straight to Soul in the City,
Casaloma.
Casaloma, and
With Sean
played
Jones.
for Canada Day.
It was really cool.
And we were like, "This is amazing!"
Yeah.
I forgot how cool it is to play
Like with
on a
A
real
show,
stage.
a show
Yeah.
that
With like
works
a real-
out.
that works,
Yeah,
yeah.
that works.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, it was
And
fun.
then for writing, you have a collaboration with Jasmine Chiara
Yeah.
on
Yes,
Lift
we
Me
did.
Up. So you're bringing another person
Yeah.
in to
That was-
already this hectic writing situation. How's that collaboration?
Actually, we decided to because the song was already pretty much written with everybody. We already did our kind of like finished area. We just knew that the second verse needed something different, and we got you were
Just to like enhance that R&B element, and like most of her songs are like R&B
R&B.
slow jams. So like, why don't we just try and like bring a
and brought her in. And honestly, I think it took us like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
She came in and she was like, "Yeah, I know exactly what to sing on this," and we're like,
2-3 takes. And it was
"Yeah."
like,
She sang it
wow,
right
That's
away, and we were like,
amazing.
it's done. And
"Yeah."
we're just like, wow.
And then she sang the harmonies, and we were like, "Okay, is that how it is to write with other people?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
let's call some more people." Like,
Yeah.
She was great
Yeah.
to write with, honestly.
Yeah.
And I'm curious, on the bridge, you have this part where it's like a conversation.
Yeah.
Is that like an authentic conversation?
That conversation.
I mean, that
I really
I mean-
Look at my fingers real quick.
That's
See
just-
this?
that's just-
See this?
That's as authentic as it gets. I mean,
honestly,
yeah.
every time we do it, actually, even in All Night, at the end of All Night, it's really funny. That's like probably the most fun part of writing is like when everything's almost done, and then we get to jump into the booth, and like our mixing and mastering guy, Gabe Colucci, he just goes, go in the booth and just like start saying stuff,
Yeah.
and it never ever goes well. But it's like it never is.
always funny.
And no one is ever like, yo, man, you remember that time that? No, it's always
No, it's
like,
outrageous.
you gotta do. And it's like, and then they're
Like,
just,
yo, you're in a cafe. We're like, all right, yo, this espresso tastes like, man, I met this girl one time.
exactly.
And then her eyes were as brown as the
That's
strawberry, you know
that's
what I
how
mean?
it went.
And
But then
then
he
some-
took like I think
yeah.
it was like 5 minutes of it, and every time we do it, he's like, "Why did I let you guys do this?" And then he takes like 10 seconds of it, and it always works out somehow. So like that's kind of how it happened. He just threw it in, and it landed, and we were like,
That's the one. That's
That's
it.
it?
That's how you get she's thick and God has my back.
"Yeah," which is not at all. we listened to it, and if we laughed, we're like, "All right, I like it.
Yeah,
It's
Oh,
good."
that's so
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I love like those parts. They just catch your ear. Yeah. And then you have your new music video
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
for All Night.
All Night that just dropped last week. And it's
It-
almost
that
at
was-
2,000 views.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Right
That was
here.
shot here in this
Oh
house.
no
yeah.
way!
Yeah,
It
this
looks
is
like
the room where I got up and like we run out there and it's
Ugh.
yeah
Yeah, it
this
looks
is
like such a good time. Like, can you share any stories
Nah, you got this. Come on.
Oh,
from
God.
the
There's
shoot?
a lot of stories from the music video.
We were terrified nobody was going to show up because
Uh-huh.
it
Yeah, we were.
turns out usually like in our events we post them like we probably know we can't throw a party at 8 o'clock, but it's our music video, so we're like,
Sorry.
I'm really so talking to both these mics at the same time. It's a music video, so we're like 8 o'clock, please be there, and everybody's like, I'm not showing up to a party before like 8 o'clock, and we're like, so 8 o'clock comes, we're like waiting. Like, okay, nobody's coming to this party. We're gonna have to shoot this music video by ourselves.
Yeah,
We're gonna
we
throw
were
the,
really
the
scared.
craziest party, and I'm really thankful everybody showed up at like 10:30, and then we just started throwing a party. We played like a set in the living room, and just let everybody kind of let the night evolve.
Yeah, it
Like,
was cool because like we like offered everybody like we bought a bunch of booze and we bought a bunch of stuff and we were like, guys, just if you show up, it's free. And then all of a sudden, everybody started showing up, and then we're like, oh, everybody started running, and we're like, how do we control everybody without everyone getting like super drunk and then like controlling a party basically? And it was honestly really easy. Like everybody was super cool.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody who showed up.
Yes.
Seriously, thank you. It was just instant. Like everybody runs in, we just started drinking like crazy, and then we were like, how's everybody feeling? And everyone's like, ah! And we're like, okay, now let's start. And then we just started filming.
Start filming.
Yeah, and it started. It
Amazing.
just became crazy. It turned into a wild party, which was awesome.
Even which is with you, just you five at the beginning. It looks like such a.
Yeah.
good
Oh, even
time.
on the walkway,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
That's actually filmed just up the street. Yeah,
Oh,
we kind of
nice.
we
that
were.
was all on the same
You
night
guys-
within
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were supposed to do it a little further away. We were planning on doing it like around UFT. There was like a really cool hall, like kind of back alley area, and we were like, let's do it here. But then,
we got into that free booze, and it ended up over here.
yeah, and then we're like, we're not going anywhere. We're gonna go right over there. So we just walked up the street. We're like, this looks cool, and we started doing it, and everything just kind of started lining up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the energy just felt nice too. So we're like, we just
And
got it.
yeah, we got to shout out Jeff and
my brother, yeah. Yeah, Jake. Yeah, he filmed all the behind the scenes. Jeff was awesome. He just knows how to film, man. That guy's crazy. So, like, as soon as we started walking, he's like, "Yeah, let's do it this way," and then it just kind of all fell together. Jumped in the house and then threw a party. Yeah.
And on in your bio, you describe yourselves as an R&B pop boy band.
Yeah.
So I feel like every boy band, each member has their own thing. So what would what would your thing be for each member?
Should we say our own, or should you guys describe what we are, like what each individual person is?
Yeah.
I don't know how that.
Oh, can we name each other?
Name
Yeah.
each other?
Yeah.
I mean, like we all have. I'd say we decided that we're like more of a boy band after we like. Okay, it was Mariposa. Like we played Mariposa, and that's when we were like, are we a R&B band or are we like a boy band? Like it's like because like we
boy
finished.
band. They're
I'd
all
say
boys.
we're all boys, and we like.
We're a band.
We're a band. We
band.
dance. We do a lot of dancing, synchronized dancing, like which was random.
You've
Like,
hit
we
all
didn't really.
the
Yeah,
all
so
the
we
boy
hit the
band
we hit
markers.
the categories. So we were like, and then we played Mariposa, and right when we were finished, it was like a group of like I don't even know, like 40 screaming girls. Like we were like Shawn Mendes and Justin Bieber all in one, and it was like, and they were like shaking the back fence, and we were like, where did you guys even come from? We didn't see them the whole time, and then all of a sudden there was just a group of like a million teenagers screaming. And I remember my brother was back there, and he's like, you guys want to meet the Free Label? And they lost
Yeah,
it.
what was even funnier too was that it's like, hey, whose phone am I using? They're like,
Yeah, they're like freaking out, and we were like, okay, so now we're a boy band. Like we gotta just go along with this.
How did you guys get into the beer tent?
Yeah, how did you guys exactly? We were more,
both.
yeah, we were like, I don't know, but it was really crazy, and that's when we kind of decided we were like, we should start moving towards the boy band thing, and we started playing a lot more pop music. and stuff like that. Less R&B. I know All Night's definitely an R&B tune, but that one is like
It's
got that
catchy.
bridge.
It's
got that.
It's got the boy band bridge.
Yeah, and then that's definitely the vibe we're going for this year. Individually, I think we all kind of have our new, because we went in from Suits, right? That's how we started the band. We wanted to do a lot of corporate stuff. We wanted to do a lot of that kind of style, and like we did a lot of covers. So we were like, let's go with Suits, right?
Yeah,
we
big influence from Bruno Mars, kind of just
Bruno
brought
Mars,
brought
Stevie
that
Wonder, all
Suits
that
thing
stuff.
together, and we were playing a lot of Motown, a lot of corporate gigs, and then after you said it, the whole teenage fiasco at
we were like,
friggin-
let's change it up. Let's do some like cooler, like we're moving towards this vibe, and
Most of the
now
songs that we're writing now are not like
No,
songs
they're
we were
not,
writing
yeah.
years ago. You know what I mean?
they're a lot different. So now we're going into the individual. Back to the question, we're going into the individuals. Yeah, I know. We all kind of picked our own vibe.
Want me to start?
You want to start?
you start.
I'm like honestly like probably the most like I'm just like a battery, you know, like
You're
it's just
like the sporty spice of the group.
yeah,
Okay.
and just so much energy that it's like wow, I can't not dance or can't like I can't I need to do something just feeling this dude's energy. So like, I'm just like just that guy that just vibrates,
you're
just
you're
radiates, just positive and
So
just.
I guess that makes me then like the negative
The
Malik.
complete-
That's why we stand beside
You
each
need
other,
both. You need both.
Yeah,
We need
as
that
you can
vibe.
see even in the music video, you can see like me and Malik and Matt and Dan. Well, Dan comes in right after, but when we're even starting, it's like us three jumping around all over each other. Cole's kind of like in the back, and then you see any promo, any kind of stuff coming out now, you'll notice that Cole's kind of like.
Like as much as like Matt and Josh are like the dads of the group, I feel like I'm kind of like the one who's just a bit calmer, who just like looks at the whole thing that's going on every day and is like,
Yeah,
So like the mom.
you're like the mom.
You're like the mom.
you can be the mom of the group. That's fine. It's all
Energetic
good.
when the mom. We've got two dads.
Yeah, it's fine. And
It's a big family.
Yeah, it's a big family. Then Dan's definitely the
We
son.
got cousin Dan.
I'm
Cousin Dan?
Cousin Dan.
Cousin Dan. Actually, Malik's the son.
Uncle
Yeah.
Dan.
I'm
Uncle Dan.
Yeah, I'm the fun uncle. I'm the one that's like, hey, like I know your mom and your dad don't want this. You know, there's a beer in the cooler if you want it. Don't tell nobody. But
Yeah. And then Malik's the one who's taking it,
Happy
right?
with
And Malik's the one like, I already took it. I got three of them. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's kind of definitely the group.
Yeah.
I feel like, me and Matt are definitely the dads of the group. Matt's like definitely the daddy of the group. You get that call a lot.
Ooh, that's a
Yeah,
nice,
I'll be the
that's
dad,
a
that's
nice
fine.
word. I get the Y at the end.
I know, you get the
I
daddy.
pay extra for that.
You get the daddy for that.
So it's just a fun family dynamic.
Yeah.
I feel like we explain nothing and everything at the same
Oh,
time.
I think I understand a lot more about you guys
All right,
now.
but-
When you combine us all together, it's like honestly the most powerful front line.
That's how you get the free
Yeah.
label.
That's
That's how you get the free label,
how you
right?
get the free label.
That's right.
And you might have touched on it before in the interview, but just it's the new year. Looking back, what's the highlight from 2019, and then what are you looking forward to in 2020?
What's the highlight?
The highlight.
Spending 4 months seeing these guys 24 hours a day,
Oh my
every single day.
You do, wow,
For
you
months on end,
sound
I loved
so.
it. I
mad
That was a
about
lie.
it.
You lied
You're
about
a
it.
liar.
You mean
That
supporting
smile
the
was
Toronto
fake.
Raptors by staying up at 6
6 in
a.m.
the morning.
every morning to watch the Raptors.
They were
game.
mad
we were
about
in
that.
Italy.
7 hours ahead. of
Yeah,
you.
we were in
Oh my
Italy.
God.
Italy, yeah.
This
It
guy
was
was
a beautiful
screaming
time.
at the top of his
100%.
lungs.
I woke
in
up
the-
people.
Yeah.
I woke
So
people up.
big Raptors fans.
I'm more of a Leafs
Yes.
fan, but yes,
I went to
Yes.
sleep.
Yes.
I went to sleep.
I also went.
Yeah.
He was my roommate. He couldn't sleep. He had to go in Cole's room and sleep.
Yeah, I did.
He left. We were all very drunk. It was great.
So not a band highlight, more of a.
I'd say, well, the band highlight was definitely Mariposa. It was like the changing point. We got back, we landed, and it was like 4 days later we were in Mariposa, just having like the best time ever.
Yeah, Mariposa is such a fun show.
It's an awesome festival,
Explosive.
and
Yeah.
like we played it 2 years in a row, which was crazy, and it's just been a lot of fun. That one's like, just like I think it was like 3,000 people in front of us, which was crazy. We basically headlined the beer tent, and it was just.
I remember looking out like where I was on like the left hand side, and like I just remember looking out like the little crack in the tent, and
see,
like
outside
I
of
just
the
saw
tent,
faces,
just so
and I was
many
like,
faces.
"Who are you people?"
Yeah.
Like there was nobody there when we started, and near
then,
like the end of it, and there was just like. There was like a group of like kids, and they were like throwing the balloon at me. I was like, "Please stop throwing the balloon at me!" And I was like, "This is insane!" Like,
Yeah,
this
it just
is
turned.
full.
It went from like a bunch of seated, like families, like literally families, like everybody just like clapping. Oh, and then like I remember I walked out, and right before we were about to start, I was like, everyone at the front, you're getting up like right now. And they were like, oh, I'm getting up right now. And I was like, yeah,
in the beer tent, people they're ready to go.
Oh, they were ready.
Like,
We
want to
didn't
be
even start. We were like,
Yeah.
because I was setting up, we were kind of like, and then we got off. And then when we ran back on, the whole crowd just stood up, and then like everybody started running in. We started making so much noise so that it just filled up so quickly. It was cool. That was definitely the highlight. And then what was the other
And
question?
looking into 2020, what's the future?
There is
of
a lot
label?
So much.
to come. Like we've never worked so hard between November and December in our entire life. I think
Yeah.
I've never felt more like we've kind of found ourselves and like
We have such a concrete vision, right?
yeah, we have such a vision. Like for the last couple of things, they were like a lot of like rushing and jumping into things, and now it was like concrete. We know what we want and we know what we're going for, and there's so much coming out, like so much. You have to hit follow, you have to hit subscribe, you got to do it. There's so much stuff. We actually just dropped a video today, which I don't know when this is coming out, but yeah, we just dropped a video, an intro video saying we're dropping a new video every Wednesday. So every Wednesday you're gonna get a YouTube video, you're gonna get something new. It might be a music video, it might be what else, Matt?
Music video, videos.
Content.
I
Content,
can't.
Matt.
Make sure to continuously check our Instagrams because we're always posting memes and just always posting just like
We're not posting memes.
Sorry, not memes. Okay, I mean just memes as in like just our faces. Like we are just.
Are we memes?
Am I a meme to you?
Do I look that funny?
I thought.
Yeah, listen to your uncle.
This is
Does it look like a joke to you?
Huh?
we
I'm
We have
telling
a
your
lot.
mama. Call.
We have a lot coming out. We have a lot of stuff coming out. Videos, tons of music videos, lots of music. So much stuff is coming out this year. It's going to be crazy for us. And announcements coming soon.
Okay, amazing. So just a big, bright future I'm seeing.
I hope so. That's what we're going for.
Yeah, well,
2020 vision, you know what I mean?
thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you. Thank you. We're the Free Label. Love ya.
Yes, follow us on @FreeLabelLove on all the platforms.
On
You know what
everything.
it is.
Yeah.
Boom.